I already shower, and when I shower, the contact's coming out. And I'm eating dinner. So, happy Monday. How are y'all today? How's your day going? I hope it's going good. You know, it's Money Monday, so I had to stop by and check on the peoples and update them on all things money. So, how are y'all doing today? Did you just catch my latest premiere? It just aired. Today, we are talking about why you should say no to overdraft fees. Call them up right now. Tell them take it off. Take it off. Listen. Take it off. Take it off. You don't need it. No, you don't. It's not protection. Who is it really protecting? Come on. Not you. So, that's what we're talking about today. And I'm eating some shrimp pasta, y'all. I'm going to probably air this video tomorrow. It's so good. But, do you have overdraft protection? Drop down in the comments and let me know if you have overdraft protection. I definitely want to know. I don't. Now that I think about it, I may have it on one of these other accounts. So I need to take it off. Just thought about that. But yeah. In today's video, it's really something that like recently happened to me. Like last week happened. And something that was like, whoa, really, girl? Just a reminder to always stay on your P's and Q's, okay? Even on the debt-free journey. Even once you know, make that goal, you know, you still have to be on your P's and Q's. You got to be on guard, as the old folks say. Be vigilant, okay? You have to be, especially with money. That's so important. And that's how you win with money. You know, you're vigilant. You don't miss a thing, right? I used to tell my students, I got eyes in the back of my head. One of my students actually looked back there once. But yeah, you gotta have eyes in the back of your head, on the side of your head, eye right here when it comes to your money. But yeah, well, this actually started last month because it was my granddad's birthday. And I was like, he needs a birthday meal. Let me get him a birthday meal. I actually had never did this before. So I'm gonna get him a birthday meal. I ordered him some curry chicken and some jerk chicken, a drink. You know, it was actually two different meals because they had a lunch special. Then I made sure to get him a drink. And I'm like, okay, granddad should like this, which he did. He was very happy about it. And I'm like, this is my personal thing, y'all. Am I the only one? Like, you'll be sitting, like, you know, on your phone, all comfy, curled up on the couch with your covers. Now you're about to order something. Well, actually, I was at work, so I wasn't comfy. But I was at work, and I didn't feel like going, like, inside of my purse. So I'm like, okay, it had the PayPal option. So I'm like, I have PayPal. I use PayPal from time to time. You know, you can connect it to your account. So I was like, okay, I'm just using PayPal because I don't feel like going to my wallet. I hit pay. Bam, there it was. Granddad got the food. Everything was happy, right? So a few days later, I get something and it's like, hey, your payment didn't go through. I was like, what? Now, I ain't got one of them in a little minute now. I ain't gonna act like in the past I hadn't received, you know, pre-debt-free journey. You know, I hadn't received things of such. But it's been a long time since I've seen something like that. Or like when you do see something like that, like it's typically right away, and it's because you put, you know, the little 3 numbers on the back of your card in wrong. And then you put it in right and it goes through. So I was like, let me log in. I knew I paid through PayPal, so I knew that's where the, you know, hiccup was. So I'm like, okay, I see that it was connected to an account that's like active, but I don't use it. So I'm like, first off, how did this even happen? Maybe the last time. Well, I'm not a food orderer. So now when I think about it, talking this through with y'all, because I was going to say maybe the last time like I paid for Uber Eats, it came, you know, from that account. But y'all, I don't order food. I have ordered food once, and it was because I had an Uber gift card, and that was in 2019. Like, that's how long ago it was. Like, I'm not a DoorDash. I know y'all be tearing DoorDash up. The only time I have participated in DoorDash and Uber Eats was when I was a dasher, right? Or when I was delivering food for Uber Eats. But it's not anything that I actually like, participate in. I know it's very popular to order food and stuff like that, but I just don't. I'm cheap, y'all, and I like to cut out the middleman at all costs. So I'm gonna go get my own food. And then I don't eat out like that anymore anyway. So I'm never like a go, log into the app and order food. So I'm not quite sure why that car was connected to that account, but it was like, hey, we'll try again in 3 days or something. So I was like, okay. I went on and I changed I changed the card to the right payment. And I was like, okay, it should, circle back and hit the right card, right? No, wrong, girl. It did not. So as I kept going, and a little something in the back of my mind was like, Alexis, do you think it charged, that car and probably overdrafted that account because ain't nothing in it? And I was like, I don't think it'll do that. And I had so much going on. That was the last thing I was trying to worry about. I'm like, oh, it'll work itself out. Like, you should never have that disposition with money. Like, no, you have to work it out. So I put the right card in, everything was all copacetic, blah, blah, blah. I saw it come out of my account. I was like, okay, cool. Now, that thought kind of twanged in my head about, about it possibly overdrafting that old account, but I kept it moving. So I have the mail preview service through USPS. It's free. You can sign up for it, and you can see your mail before it comes. So I get it every morning. I'm looking, and I see a letter from that bank account. I was like, oh no, I already know. So I logged into the account. Listen, why I said negative 134? I was like, what? Baby, that was an expensive Uber birthday meal for my granddaddy. That was the most expensive. You would have thought that was a 5-star meal with several people. And then so I'm looking through the charges. It's like ACH return payment. It's like overdraft, this, that. I was like, oh my gosh. So I call. I'm like, hey, I know what happened. This was connected to, the wrong card was connected to my PayPal account. And I was actually thinking about this. This actually happened to me in 2019. I don't know if it was connected to the wrong account, or I don't know what I was doing with PayPal. I can't remember, but it was with PayPal, and it was something along the lines of this, and it was in 2019. 2019 was my worst financial year ever. And it overdrafted my account. It was just a mess. I remember just the feeling, because I was at a conference, and it's you're trying to enjoy the conference, but you can't because your money messed up. It was just a mess. So this actually happened with that same account in 2019 with PayPal, but I'm not sure what actually, I don't know what happened. But, and I was, listen, 2019, I was not on a debt-free nothing. I didn't even know nothing about debt-free, to be honest. So that happened previously before, but I'm looking through the charge, and I'm like, okay, well, let me call, and see, if the bank can kind of help me out with this. So from my previous terrible money decisions, y'all, I know that if you you can get so many, return, basically for them to reverse the charges, a year. I think it's probably 3. I can't remember. So I'm like, okay, I know they can help you grow out somewhere. I already know I was gonna have to transfer something over there, but I'm like, hopefully not $100. So I call, and she's able to return. She was able to do half of the ACH payments and then half of the overdraft stuff. It brought the total down to 80 something. And I was like, hey, while you at it, can you take off the overdraft protection? I don't need that. Listen, if a payment is not going to be taken by what's in the account, deny it. Now the ACH stuff is basically the bank is assessed a fee when that happens, and they return an ACH payment. So they put it onto the consumer, of course, because it's expensive. They go bankrupt taking up all that stuff. So that I got. But I'm just that overdraft protection, baby, that could have been heavily avoided. So I was like, please take that off. And in the past, y'all know I'm a Ramsey person. So, I remember hearing, take that off. Because what happens is that, like, you know, it's really helping the bank. It's not helping you. They're really, ooh, protecting their own investment, you know. Ain't really got nothing to do with you. And I'm just like, that could have been, like, a large sum of that payment could have been avoided. Like, I don't want you helping me or protecting me. No, ma'am. Tell them people it is declined, return to sender. So I immediately took that off. And then it just reminded me, you know, like, even when you're, even like, if you're on your debt-free journey, you know, you're working towards your debt-free goals, or if you're already there, you want to make sure that you are still staying on top of things, right? So, you know, this was an unexpected, you know, charge, something that wasn't in my budget. The charge for the money to get my granddaddy the food was, but that unexpected charge was, and it was just a reminder for me to make sure that I'm staying on top of stuff. You know, make sure that you have the right cards on file. Make sure that you are you know, checking your bank accounts, you know, immediately when things happen. Don't wait, you know, no matter how stressful life may be at the time, you know, take care of your business, you know. And it just reminded me of that. So like, this money journey, this debt-free journey, it's a constant thing. It's a journey. You are, it's not like a one and done. Even once you get to that, you know, goal that you're really hoping for, it's still, you know, a constant journey. It's still constant learning. Like I said, staying on top of things, and also just making sure, you know, that you stay true to your own financial principles. So that's something that's just really, really important. And that's definitely my advice to the people, is stay on top of your stuff. You know, just because you finally reach your financial goal, that doesn't mean, you know, that you're done. And then little hiccups happen, right? So this was a little hiccup. Child, ain't gonna happen again, I can tell you that much. You know, this was a little hiccup, but I was able to move past it and, you know, pay it. And yeah, I don't want to just be giving money away, but it also feels good, you know, to know that, all right, I can take care of this in one fell swoop. Because I remember there was a time where, like, I couldn't, because I was a hot mess with money. So stay on top of the things, y'all. Stay on top of your bank account. Stay on top of, you know, whatever you're buying, especially. And then that's another just thing for me to not to be lazy, because I'm like, you need to start getting up and getting your card, sis. Like, I just could have got up. It wasn't like I was like a mile away. It was in the same room as I was. I just was like, I don't feel like getting up. You gotta get your water out. You gotta go in a while. It's just too much. So that's another thing too, you know, don't be lazy like I was. And not that laziness cost me that. No, not paying attention cost me that. But it's over. I did it, and now I'm sharing it with you. So I definitely want to know, if you have overdraft protection, drop down in the comments and let me know. And let me know what you think of overdraft protection. I know that's a thing growing up. Like, you hear, when you be getting all this terrible money advice from people, you know, that's one of the things they tell you. In addition to, you know, make sure you have a credit card, you know, for emergencies, instead of an emergency fund. Make sure you get overdraft protection. You know, that's something that was definitely told to me, that was supposed to be like good financial advice. But where I am, you know, now in life, it just ain't. So, and that's another thing too. Like, we have to assess some of the information that we've been given to really see if it's right or wrong. That's something that's really, really important. Because yeah, you know, we grow up hearing these things. Oh, I'm gonna get this, or I'm gonna do that. And then, like, as you grow into your own self, your own, you know, your own ability to research things for your own, some of these things are not as accurate. Which is why, you know, I decided to write, you know, just a short little e-guide, how I became debt-free in 22 months. The link is in the description box in my latest video. So make sure you check it out. Support your girl. It's only $5, y'all. It's such an easy read. I definitely, you know, tell a little about my story and the steps that I applied, you know, to really just get control over my money. Like, having control over your money, it definitely, you know, reaches to other parts of your life. You know, they always say, like, you can tell, like, where your heart is. Like, you know, go look at that person's bank account, you know, see what they, you know, really spending money on. You know, those are things that will tell you, like, a lot about a person. You can learn a lot by looking at bank statements. They always say, listen, follow the money. And that trips people up every time. So, you know, those tactics, you know, used by the FBI and stuff, you know, they follow the trail. So, you know, I think it's important for us to follow your own money trail to see what it's saying about you. Is it painting the picture that you want it to, you know, paint about yourself? Or is it, you know, just somebody who you don't want to be? Overdrafting, spending it down to the last, constantly calling in, asking, you know, for a courtesy this, for a courtesy that. You know, is that what your money is saying about you? Because that, you know, that's not a financial picture that most people want. So you may want to change that. And I think the most important message is that, hey, you can change that. And so many times, especially hating people, like people who secretly want to do what you want to do, like, you know, sometimes they try to throw, you know, like a little salt on just in life general. So in general, so make sure, you know, that you are also hanging around folks, you know, who are encouragers, who can tell you, hey, this is what you do with your money, or this is what you should do. Here's what I'm doing. They're actually making good decisions. So make sure you hang in a community like that. It's actually crossed my mind to maybe start like a Facebook group or something. But I'm not sure. What y'all think? Should I start a Facebook group about money? I don't know what I would call it. I would have to think about that. But I don't know. If you would join my Facebook group about money, drop down in the comments and let me know. It's definitely something that's crossed my mind. I just feel like, will it be too much work to run a Facebook group? Ugh, I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe that's something that'll kind of pop up later on. Um, but yeah, it's definitely something that crossed my mind, just to really share like those niche things about getting out of debt. Like, I'm a part of a few Facebook groups. I'm a part of one about, I think it's like a girls debt free group, and I like that group. It's a nice group. I'm also like a part of just like other groups for like outside of money. I'm a part of like a doctoral group. I'm a part of two of those. I'm a part of a Facebook reel slash YouTube group. And I found them all to be pretty helpful. I think some, you know, of course, are junk. Like, I wouldn't want my group to be junk. But others are like pretty helpful. So definitely something that I am thinking about. I don't know if y'all noticed, but in addition to Money Monday, your girl been dropping some cooking videos. Y'all been showing me a lot of love over there. So shout out to y'all. Y'all let me know what you want me to cook next. I'll definitely be dropping what I just ate tonight. My shrimp pasta video probably tomorrow. We shall see. And I'm thinking about dropping another dessert video. Listen, I'm thinking about dessert right now. I just finished eating and I'm thinking about dessert right now. I might have a problem, okay? Like, I need something sweet now. Um, but yeah, y'all, Mondays on my channel are Money Mondays. You can always expect a video about a financial literacy topic on Mondays, and I typically go live right after. I'm at a conference Wednesday through Friday, y'all, and I'm not coming back until Saturday. So I will talk. Ooh, excuse me. I will. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be going live on this Wednesday. I might, because the conference doesn't really start until Thursday, but Wednesday is like the traveling day. So I may go live with y'all. We shall see. So y'all be holding on to that. That will most likely, I have to look at my schedule, but that'll most likely be on something educational. If I choose not to go, or if I don't drop my educational post, it'll most likely be about cooking. But your girl will be back. I know Self-Care Saturday has kind of been just on a little pause. Listen, I'll be having my own self-care on the couch, watching TV in pure silence, okay? I'll be needing to unwind and unplug. But don't worry, we coming back. We coming back. Thank y'all for y'all support. Listen, we are seriously creeping up on 1,500 subscribers. I think we're going to be there soon. So thank y'all so much for your support. Just looking at my analytics, I see it just increasing day by day. And that's to you. That's thanks to you. So thank you for supporting your girl. Y'all click that link to purchase my ebook. And I'm going to see y'all later. Bye.